Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the James Madison Dukes taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Dukes offense will get first crack at it today. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball in. That was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number 1 for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick handoff. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Evans. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get...
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice game.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Collins. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Webb. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Scanning the field, it's Evans. They're working that left side. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the run, it's Humphreys. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Dukes will send out the punt unit.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. Breaks into the open. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fires to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking for a man, it's Evans. He's got the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the ground with the back. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. A little screen to the running back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Evans. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And his throw is incomplete.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off, turning it on.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Pressure coming. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Dukes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, the Georgia State up. Returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defense.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Touch pass on the run. Runs through the tackle. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Continues to fight for yards. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Georgia State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a little space. Just keeps moving. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone, and they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Dukes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead.
There he goes! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Avery. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, what a move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
Number 93, on to kick it away.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Pocket breaking down. Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Looking left. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Dukes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now a two-possession game at 24-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Hard running there.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Dukes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Snags it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the...
And he will score! Touchdown, James Madison! They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Easy. The play action fake. Quickly complete. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the returner will be knocked down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
They're setting up the screen. Jukes his way for more.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners.
Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Fears the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
He splits the uprights. And, guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Stumbled to the ground.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Avery. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Panthers. They move on top here in the fourth. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points.
And the diving catch down the right side.
Pass interference, offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Finds his tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Makes the grab. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's McFadden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dukes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Moving away from pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Dukes are on the move. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Across the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Dukes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, James Madison. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. missed it. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. Running into the open space.
And this is a different situation, right? A field goal does you nothing here. So you can't run the football too many more times. Stay in a hurry. Got to push the ball down the field. Got to get in the end zone.
Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.